Hi guys, I thought that I'd get on here and share some of the things I've been making and some of the things I've been doing. I just feel like I just never have enough time in the day, and there's just so many things I want to do and there's just not enough time. So anyway, I'm going to share some of the things that I've been doing, and I've been decluttering stuff. I just feel like at this time in my life, I need to just get rid of everything. And I don't know why. I just want to have nothing. I just want to have a smaller bed. I share a house with my husband, but we don't, sorry, we don't sleep in the same room. And that's because we like to have our own space. And I think it's important as you get older to have your own spaces. And that's what makes your relationship last longer, I feel. Like we've been together for 31 years in April. And we've had our ups and downs like everybody, but we're still together and we fight a lot. But we're still together. Anyway, I just feel like I just need to downsize everything. Even though we've got a big house and we're doing lots of things, and every time I get rid of something, my husband wants to put a new bit in its place. Like we sold a big teak cabinet, and now he wants to stick IKEA, and I don't like IKEA. We had a nice wooden piece for many years, but it's so heavy to move, and we just want to be able to move things around. And in our lounge at the moment, we are doing the flooring from carpet to like wood look, because we have birds, and my husband likes to take them out and they poop everywhere, and so cleaning off the carpet is not a great thing. And he loves his birds and he kisses them and talks to them. I will get footage of that someday. And there is also the cats, my two cats, and they like to vomit everywhere, and that's not a good thing to clean off the carpet either. So at the moment, our house is a great big giant mess, and we are putting the flooring down in the lounge. And I can take people down there right now, or I'll show a piece of it, of our flooring that my husband is doing all by himself. And if you are like him, he just wants to get it all perfection, and it takes hours, and then he comes and complains to me that things are not fitting in the right spot. If he didn't want to do it so good, then it wouldn't really matter, but then I suppose that's him. Anyway, I was talking about at the beginning of the video, sharing things that I've been making, and I've been making the upcycle bags with bits and pieces of crap on it, more or less. Anyway, and the vintage sheets that I got whole lots of vintage sheets, and I was thinking, what can I make with them? And a lot of the things I want to make are summer things. So I mean, it's winter here in New Zealand at the moment, and I have to think of things for people here in New Zealand if I'm selling stuff that is cozy and warm. And I do have lots of cozy and warm things for sale, but getting them listed is a different story. But yeah, I've been making bits and pieces out of old jeans and old jean skirts and bits of vintage stuff and crochet doilies that I had made years ago, and I found them and I think, well, I've got to use all those. But yeah, I've been making that, and I've been doing some freestyle crochet where it's just a whole lot of random bits. You just pick up the yarn and you just crochet in all different spots and you add bits to it. And this is, I don't know if I'm gonna seal the sides or just put some ties there or lacing, or I don't know. Anyway, but this is how this is turning out right now. I'll stand it up so you can kind of see it. And it will look like this, and it's got loads more to crochet around here and probably a little bit more on the sides, but that's how that's turning out. And actually on camera the colors look a lot darker than what they do in real life, because it's like it's like a fire. When I think of it, it's like brilliant blazing fires. But yeah, I've been doing this because I don't want to do the same boring things. Now, if you're like me and probably whole lots of other crochet people, I'm also doing another project, and I have a few more projects, and I've got so many ideas in my head and I want to get them all out, and there's just never enough hours in the day. I just need to make loads and loads of things. There's just so many things I want to make, and I want to sew some, maybe some layered kind of skirts with, cause getting tongue-tied here. I've got loads and loads of vintage sheets, and I want to make things with them, but I don't want just boring things. I want things that are, I don't know, all over the place, all stuff that people were just thinking, wow, I'm gonna wear that. I want to wear that. Well, I like to wear loads and loads of layers of clothing and necklaces and jewelry, and I've got a big collection of real jewelry and costume jewelry, and I feel like I reach for my costume jewelry more than I do my gold, but that's because I don't like to go out with a lot of gold on. I feel kind of weird about it, but I like a lot of costume jewelry, and I wish that I lived in the States and got to go to the thrifting stores over there, because I tell you, I'd probably have a whole room full of costume jewelry, because here in New Zealand, thrifting is not good. Thrifting is crap, okay? It is crap. I mean, I do get some cool things every now and then, but thrifting in New Zealand sucks. Right, what else can I talk about? I don't know. I've been wanting to make some jewelry, and I like to make all sorts of things. I make jewelry, I upcycle, I crochet. I think crochet is my most favorite thing, because I can just sit here and I only need a crochet hook and some yarn, and I don't have to keep getting up and down and cutting patterns and finding tools that I've missed out, or I left my scissors behind somewhere and I don't know where they were underneath all the junk. And yeah, I think crochet is like easy. You just pick up the piece and you pick up your hook and you just crochet. And I never work with patterns because I suck at reading patterns. I find that I read the same line over and over again, or the writing is so small and stuck together. That's probably why I read the same line over and over again. So I just adapted to, years ago, just making my own stuff and whatever comes in my head. And I have a lot of people ask me, is there a pattern for that? Like on my Pinterest, I have all of my past stuff that I've made, and I always get people going, is there a pattern? Is there a pattern? But I can't do patterns. I don't know how to write a pattern. And plus, everything I'm crocheting is just crocheting whatever comes out. And if it looks crap, I can undo it and I can start crocheting again. And then it just turns out to a piece that I don't know how it's going to turn out. It just turns out however it wants to turn out. But I always have a lot of people asking me for patterns for things that I might have made. And I do have a lot of people that go onto my Pinterest and they steal my design. I have a green fairy skirt on there, and they steal it and they make it as though it's their own. Or I've actually seen YouTube videos of people taking the skirt and linking it to a pattern, but there is no pattern. So I don't understand that, you know, but at least my stuff, people like it, so that's a bonus. And I mean, for people who want to buy my things, I sell my stuff here in New Zealand, but I only sell on Trademe. You can probably start an account and buy the things, but if you let me know beforehand, I can put up a price and then you can think whether or not you want to have it delivered to your country. But I only sell on Trademe because for me, I feel like that's a safer place for me to sell, and we don't have any fees here in New Zealand on our products, so I can keep things low. It's just going to be the postage prices to wherever people are wanting to buy from. So I don't know, people might want to buy my stuff. I did sell on Etsy for maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I still have my Etsy account there, and I was thinking about going and selling there again, but I just feel like it's like a big giant chore to list it on there and list it on my Trademe and then take pictures, and then sometimes I put shorts up here on YouTube of the things that I've made. But I'd have to say Pinterest is the place where you can see a lot of my past designs. It's raining here again in New Zealand, but I mean, it's always raining here in New Zealand. And I have a beautiful view out the window of the rain. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know how long I've been talking for, and I'm trying to do longer videos so that people can kind of get to know me. Maybe you want to crochet, craft, clean the house with me blubbering on in the background, because I mean, you don't really have to see me, you just have to hear me. Yeah, so those are the things that I've been doing lately. And like I was saying, not quite at the beginning, maybe the middle, I've been downsizing everything. I have been selling all of our stuff. I just want to have nothing. I want to have some things because that's just me. I like to have clutter everywhere. I just love it. I just love loads and loads of things. But lately, I feel like I just need to get rid of some of the things because they're collecting dust and they're not getting used. Or I'm saying, I'm going to put this aside and use it for something else. I don't know how many other people think the same thing. Let's put this aside because I can use this for something else. But how long has it been sitting in that spot for? What? 2 years, 3 years, 10 years. And when you clear out things, you realize that, oh my God, I really needed to clean in here because look at all of the dust. And when you have cats or dogs or birds like we do, you just get things in the corner that you didn't realize were in the corner. Or you feel like, I cleaned underneath the bed not long ago. Why is there a big load of crap underneath there again? Or do you have it in the house where we have a pool table in the lounge, and it's a very big old vintage one, and we have it covered and we don't do anything. We don't play games on it anymore, and it just seems to get things on it all the time. Every time I go in there to clear it off, my husband and my daughter will stick stuff on it, and I just don't know why they can't put it away. I don't know. So I'm glad that we might be selling the pool table. So we've got all this big space in the lounge, and my cats love it because they can run around and around and around and around, and there's just so much room. But I just want to get rid of everything, but my husband wants to keep replacing it with new crap, and then it gets more stuff stuck on it. Anyway, I think I've talked for long enough and shared a little tiny bit about what's going on with me and boring things that people probably not even going to watch, but I thought I'd just put it out there. I just feel like I just need to do more YouTube videos. So here it is, guys, and I thank everybody that watches this. Thank you very, very much, and I'll see you soon, probably. Okay, guys, bye.